guys, this is Critic and Fan, and we are reviewing Transformers The Last Knight. And I think it's fifth one in the franchise. Well, look at that. Moving on up. The plot of the story. Transformers are still in hiding. Optimus Prime is out looking for his makers. He finds the makers. They're like, destroy Earth and save Cybertron. And he's like, okay, I'm cool with that. And so he comes back, and now they gotta fight against him, stop him. And that's more or less the plot of this film. I'm gonna be honest with you. I did not enjoy this film at all. I didn't like it. I thought they hit rock bottom with the last film. But no, it looks like they got a chisel and start digging a little bit deeper, because that's how bad this one is. The story is a mess. The continuity's a mess. Nothing makes sense. There's so much going on, yet nothing happens. The acting in this is so bad most of the time. I like Mark Wahlberg. I think he's great. I enjoy a lot of his movies. Even some of his bad movies I like. I didn't like this one. I'm not gonna say it's all his fault, because he does an okay job. He's fine. He doesn't do anything wrong. It's a supporting cast that's just a mess. The biggest problem is you don't believe any of the actors in this. You're watching them like, I don't believe that they believe any of this stuff right here. It's not just the acting that's bad in this movie. It's the character development. There is no character development. Mark Wahlberg's character, he's just supposed to be a tough inventor who wants to protect the Autobots. Anthony Hopkins, he gives a good performance, but the story's so weak that it's kind of meaningless, to be honest. So that's a little disappointing. Laura Hadcock, all her character is some perfect looking woman who's really smart, and guys don't like her. That's all she gets the entire film. Then they have some 14-year-old girl running around, and I honestly don't know what the point of her is. I think she's there just so Mark Wahlberg has someone to talk to half the time. I really think that's why she's there. Otherwise, I don't really see the point of her. They even bring back some old characters from the original trilogy, but they don't belong. They don't do anything. They just show up, they say their few lines, and the whole time you're thinking, why? Why? That's what you think. That's what I'm thinking. Why? I don't get it. And it's the same thing with the Transformers themselves. Megatron. He doesn't do anything the entire movie. He shows up, I'm Megatron. I'm the bad guy. That's more or less what he does, but he doesn't do anything. He doesn't push the plot forward. He doesn't stop it. He's just there. He shows up, gets punked. That's what he does. That's what Megatron does. He shows up, gets punked. He's supposed to be like one of the baddest dudes ever. They bring back the Dinobots, right? For no reason. I'm pretty sure they're like, okay, we need Transformers. Alright, who should we get? Let's get Dinobots. Okay, what they gonna do? They're gonna be there. No, I mean, what are they gonna do? No, they're just there. Honestly, that's what happens in this film with these guys. They just have too much going on, yet nothing happening the entire time. The comedy in this movie just doesn't work. It's like no one knew how to do comedy. It's really awkward and out of place, and it feels really forced. I can forgive bad acting, a bad plot, a mess. I can forgive all that kind of stuff, as long as it's entertaining. This movie, it wasn't entertaining. It was actually really, really boring. I think that's what I'm most upset about, actually. It was a boring movie. I mean, before, yes, they weren't that great, but they were entertaining and they were fun to watch. This one wasn't fun to watch. However, there was one dude in the theater. He was so excited. I got a little jealous of this guy, how excited he got. He was like, cheering, clapping, screaming, crying, all that great stuff, right? Like, what people should be doing in a movie like this. Everyone else was quiet but him, but he really enjoyed it. So maybe everybody else in the world's wrong besides that one dude. I don't know. There was one moment where I thought this movie was going to be cool. It's when they started introducing new Decepticons. I'm like, okay, that guy looks cool. That one looks cool. This one looks cool. But again, nothing really happens with them. It's like they add a lot of Transformers in it, but they don't know what to do with everybody. I'm going to go ahead and say this is not a theater experience. Those are my quick thoughts on this film. I want to thank AEM for letting me use some of the footage for my intro video. I appreciate that. Please like us on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter at critic_and_fan. We have the monthly giveaway going on there. Subscribe to this page. Leave a comment. What did you guys think? Did you watch it? It probably will do good in the theater. They tend to do well, these movies. You guys have a good evening.